Yeah. So we promote in the social media, whether we take a social media or we take any search engine, or if you take any platform, even the email also, there will be organic and there will be a paid. Okay, paid or sponsored. So whenever I say paid, where we pay money to the platform. Okay, whether it is, suppose if you are running the ads on Facebook and Instagram, so where you need to pay. So we will see each one in detail. So yesterday I have asked you guys to create an account in the Canva and explore. How many of you are done? Can you type in the chat? How many of you created your account in the Canva? Yes. How many of you created? So okay, until you created. What about others? Did anyone tried creating the account in the Canva? Okay, Bharat, today is the first session, no problem. We are at the basic only. Harsha and Satvik. Okay, fine. Fine. So just make sure you create an account and make sure that whatever the tasks which we are discussing, try to do it in the same day. Okay. Suppose what happens if you don't do the task in the same day, again today I will cover another topic. Then you need to do multiple. So tomorrow we'll have another. So when your tasks will increase and if you don't try whatever the task which you are discussing, then you will not be able to understand. Okay, so it's very important. So let me take today's session without much delay. Is my screen visible, everyone? Are you able to see my screen? Type yes in the chat if you are able to. Okay, great. So yes, so suppose if you are let's say if you need to create a post for social media. Okay, for social media, if you need to create any post, or if you need to design a logo, or if you need to design suppose even if you need to prepare your resume, or if you need to prepare any presentation, okay, PPT or PDF, whatever, or any ebook, anything. Okay, you have there are you can see here the presentation, social media, video. Okay, if you need to do the reels to post in the social media, you can use this. Similarly, if you need to do anything for a printing, okay, so anything which you can design and then you can give it a print, so whatever the size which you required. So similarly, any document or PDF, any website, even website also you can design, but just for a designing purpose. Okay, you can use for the website also. And in addition to that, if you just click on the left side, okay, once you log in, this is how your Canva account will be visible. So initially you can start with free. Okay, you don't need to pay, but if you suppose if you want to subscribe for a premium, I think they generally have around 500 rupees per month. Okay, so if you think it is useful, then maybe you can go, but yeah, starting you can do with free. Now you can see, if I click on that plus button here, you can able to see all the options. Okay, presentation, social media, photo editor, and each option, if you see, you have the, again, suppose if I click on social media, you can see for WhatsApp status we have, or Instagram story, Instagram reel, Instagram post. So what you want to design, first of all you need to be very clear with that. Okay, do you want to design an Instagram reel, story, or you want to edit a reel? So whatever you want to do. Suppose let me take starting. I'll just take a simple Instagram post. Okay, I want to create a one Instagram post. So you can just click on the post. Now see, this is the template. I mean, so this is the layout which we taken. Then on the left side you can see, you can find all the options here. So this is very important. You need to go to the each option and try to explore. Now there are multiple ways. Suppose first of all, if I click on the templates, okay, uh, here you can see all the recently used ones and all the results. Okay, suppose if I want to uh, let's say I want to design something for Independence Day. Okay, so you want to run some campaign for Independence Day, and you so see, these are all the Independence Day templates. Okay, uh, you can take any yes, so you can say these are all the Independence Day ones. Okay, both suppose if I just search Independence Day India, then you will get only India. Okay, previously we got even US, other countries also. Okay, suppose we can take a template directly. Let's say if I take this template, now you can see this is the how it is given. What you can do, you can just simply share you can change the text. Okay, if you just click on the text which they given, let's say celebrate this Independence Day. Okay, you can just edit the existing text. So this is a more direct. Okay, so you can click on anything, okay, any text, and here you can change the font. Suppose if I did not like it, this font, okay, I want to make it better one. Okay, suppose if I just click on this font, change. Now you can say font changed. Let me try to give another font. Suppose if I take this Cooper, or let's say Poppins, change. Okay, now the font got changed. Here right now it is bolded. If I want to remove the bold and remain in all these options, okay, you can decrease the font, you can increase the font, you can make it italic, okay, underline. So these are all the things which you can explore. Okay, alignment, do you want to keep it a middle alignment? List, okay, if you have a multiple bullet points, then if you just add this list, you can able to see the different format. Okay, similarly, these are the advanced settings. Suppose if I want more space or less space, okay, line spacing means between one line and another line, how much space you want to keep. Okay, let's say I this spacing is enough for me. Okay, I'll keep this. Similarly, letter spacing means from one letter to another letter, how much space you want to keep. Okay, so you can just simply play with these things, how much space you can, how it is looking good. Okay, similarly you can add the transparency. You can suppose you can say, let's say we can make it transparent, and then you can give different effects. Let's say if you see this, okay, suppose if I find this is good, then you can decrease the transparency, increase the transparent spread. Okay, on the back side you can able to see how the spread is decreasing or increasing. Okay, similarly roundness. So you want to how much you can see how the edges are getting rounded. Okay, so you can do these adjustments. So ultimately whether it is looking professional or not. Okay, and it depends on the what kind of a business company you are designing, or if you are designing for any, let's say party or anything, any election post. So you need to see, suppose if you just double click on this right now, you can see, if I just double click on the post, you can see this is the image. Okay, now suppose I want to change the image. So what you can do, you can just click on the delete button in your okay, and then you can just go to the elements. Okay, in the elements, suppose in the elements you can see these are all the different things. Okay, you have animations, you have photos, you have frames, you have videos, you have so lot of things are there. So right now I just want to add some different photo. Okay, suppose okay, now you can see these are all different photos. Okay, these are all different photos. Wherever you see this icon, okay, this is a premium. Okay, means if you use those icons you can't download. Okay, means it will ask to pay because it's right now we are using the free one. Okay, but if you have a premium, then you can use all of these images. So right now maybe I want to use this image. So you can just, all you need to do is you need to drag this image, and see at one point it will expand. Okay, if I'm dragging this got expanded. Now this is the image, this is how you just need to drop. Okay, if you want to adjust this image left or right, okay, you can adjust how you want to adjust. So like that you can try with the different images. Suppose if you think in this Canva it is not you don't have a good images. Okay, suppose if you go to the paid, you have a really good images, but right now you want to have some good images. So then what you will do, you will just go to the Google, and you can search, let's say Independence Day stock images. Okay, stock images. If you just search, so there are many sites where you can find some free stock images. Okay, you can just search free images also, stock images also. Okay, suppose these are all different sites. Let me go to any of the site. So see here, they are good images, they are really good images. What you can do, you can just download. Okay, so I'm just downloading this image, and then you can go to the Canva. You can, here there is a uploads. Okay, if you just click on uploads, upload a file. So I just selected the image. So after that you just need to drag and drop again. See, I just dragged it and I just dropped it. Okay, so let me remove this one. Okay, now it is better compared to earlier. So you can adjust this how you want to. Okay, if you think this text you want to add some text, then you can increase the size, because earlier it is so the text is very low font. So you can just double click and you can change the text whatever you want to add. Okay, so here you can add the text, and again you can change the font, you can make it bold, you can explore all these options how you need to do. Okay, if you click on any particular element you can edit that, okay, on the top. Okay, similarly there is an option to animate also. See, if I'm selecting here, not only selecting, I'm just hovering my cursor, you can see how the 15 is changing. Okay, similarly suppose if I select this and then come here, now you can see how that is animating. Okay, let's say if I find it is good, you can just select it. Okay, this looks better. And the position, so how you want to change, suppose you can say you have a different layers. Okay, suppose which one you want to, here you can adjust the layers. Suppose see if I keep the image at the top, now you are not able to see the text because I have kept this image layer, sorry, this text layer at the bottom. Okay, so that is the reason my text is not visible. So if you keep the text layer at the top, now you can see your text is visible. So you can adjust the layers how you want which one to be visible on what. Okay, because of this you can do a lot of I can say, when you are designing something complicated, okay, something you can say uh, slightly advanced, okay, for basic designs this may not be, that much useful. But when you are having a lot of elements, okay, different elements, when you try to add multiple images, multiple icons, so if you just go to the elements, you can see here you have multiple options. Okay, there are tables, there is audio, there is a photos, there is animations, there is a shapes. Now when you try to have a lot of elements, then it's slightly confused. Okay, you don't know which one will need to come at the top, or which one will need to which layer it will come. So that is when this will be really helpful. Okay, this layers option. And then where you want to arrange, okay, you can change the size also, how much height you want to keep, how much width you can change these sizes and all. And then now coming to the text, you have a main heading and then there is a subheading. Okay, suppose uh, if you see this, you have a, right now we just edited the some template. Okay, what we have done, we have taken some template and changed the text. But suppose when you want to add a new heading, okay, so then you just need to click on the heading. If you just hover your cursor, now it is you can take it any place. Okay, suppose wherever you want to add the heading, you can add here, and then you can change. Okay, similarly You can add the subheading, you can add the paragraph. Okay, body, if you just select the body, you have the paragraph. And you have a multiple apps also where you can take multiple elements, and then there is a different fonts. Okay, these are all the default fonts you can. Suppose if I am creating some happy birthday post, then you can directly take this font. Okay, and you can add the name of the person like that. So these are all default ones. Okay, suppose if I am creating some poster where I am giving 10% offer, so you can just take this and change this 3 to 0. Okay, so instead of 30% I can make it 10% now. And you if you want to change the color, okay, font colors and all, let's say I want to keep it green. Okay, so 10% offer on all products. So you can change all the text. Okay, you can edit as per your wish. So because these are all different typography, we call it as. Okay, so normally if you just add a normal text, you won't get like this. Okay, means to get like this you need to be very good at typography. So which one needs to keep large font? See here the font size is very big for 10, and offer it is small compared to. And you can see how it came. It came just middle of the, not even middle, slightly bottom. Okay, and on all products, so this is at the bottom. So to design this only for you it will take a lot of time. But whereas if you directly take this already existing fonts, you can change. Okay, similarly you have the brand kit. Okay, there is something called brand kit. What is brand kit? Generally it is not there in the free Canva, but here you can add the colors. Okay, suppose let me just explain some important concept here. Brand, have you ever heard the term brand? Yes, everyone, do you ever heard the term brand? Anyone have any idea? Branding, have you ever heard these words? You can put in the chat. Yes, right. So basically, how do you remember a business? Okay, whether if you take a business, if you take a, let's say, any person, how do we remember? Okay, it's a kind of a let's say emotion. Suppose if you take certain brands, let's say if you take thumbs up. Okay, whenever you see the thumbs up, you have a tagline, taste the thunder. Okay, so how do you remember? Okay, when I say thumbs up, you automatically remember the logo of the thumbs up, and then the advertisement or the tagline, right? It will give some kind of energy. Similarly, if you take any political party, okay, any party, or if you take any particular leader. So if you take any political leader, you will get a every person, not only it depend it is related to one party or leader. But if you take every person, they have a certain brand, means they have certain qualities. They have certain way of talking. They have certain values. So all of this comes together. If it is for individual, suppose if you are promoting some person, then we call it as a personal brand. Okay, if you are promoting some person, then we call that as a personal brand. Means for every person there will be a brand. Okay, now that personal brand is revolves around what is that person, stands for. What kind of a qualities he has, how he speaks, or what kind of values he has, what kind of a vision he has. All of these things together comes, stand for a brand. Okay, so as a digital marketers, or what we are trying to do here we are trying to promote, put that brand out there. Okay, put that brand in the social media, or but if you take by default, every person has their own brand. Okay, so now we need to see, first of all we need to define all of these things. Okay, suppose, if if you are promoting for a, let's say, any company, so let me try to put it in the both ways. Okay, one is a company, one is for a person. Okay, for a company, generally what will be things which you take care when you are trying to create a brand. So first of all, it starts with their logo. Right from the logo design, if you see, every company has their own logo, and each logo, when means, generally logo means nobody designs it randomly. So if you say take any logo, suppose, let's say, if I show you the logo of Nike. Okay, so this is a Nike logo. Just do it. That is the caption. Similarly, whenever you see the product, shoe with this logo, you can by default understand, it's an Nike. Means you no need to see anything else. Similarly, whenever you see, let's say, uh, Red Bull. Okay, suppose if I just search Red Bull, this is the logo of the Red Bull. Okay, by seeing the logo, and you can see the colors also, what kind of a colors they have used in the logo. Red generally denotes the energy, the passion. So Red Bull brand stands for that energy. Okay, because it's an energy drink, and they are conveying that through their logo. Okay, so I told you right earlier, how every person has a, particular kind of a vision, particular kind of emotion. They are trying to stand for something. So similarly, for every business also, there is a particular quality they tries to incorporate. Okay, so when I say Red Bull, it's energy. When I say Nike, they are, again, their, if you see, their target is more of a sports, you know sports, or any kind of activity. Okay, moving activity. Similarly, if you take, when you are trying to design a logo, what kind of a colors which you are trying to use. Again, you don't use the random colors. So the color should denote what you are trying to convey. Okay, suppose if you take, generally, okay, if you just observe, marketing is more of a observation. If you see anything related to food, okay, can you tell me, just remember, whenever you see any food brand, okay, whether you see the KFC, McDonald, or any other related food related brands, can you tell me generally what kind of a colors you see? Have you ever observed? Either in their logo or in their website or brand, what kind of a colors?
like KFC will be red choice. It will be energetic and more
Hmm.
attractive.
Yeah, red, or generally you see mostly you will see like orange plus yellow. How many of you seen? Obviously red also you see, but orange and yellow, if you take, let's say, if you just search KFC, so you can see this is the logo of the KFC. Okay, and whereas if I just search McDonald, so this is the McDonald logo. Take any, most of the food brand, because when you see the color yellow, or when you see the color orange or the red, means this is slightly convey the hunger. Okay, they will give some kind of a feeling, hunger feeling. So obviously they want to attract with that, for every color there is a particular emotion. So why they use a particular color, because uh, they try to align with some kind of emotion, whether that is a hunger, whether that is a passion, whether that is a love, whether that is a, you can say, energy. So different, for every this is some more of a color psychology. Okay, so similarly when you are trying, and make sure, so generally what beginner, whenever somebody beginning, they try to do the more mistakes uh, by doing randomly. Okay, suppose, let's say you are running a, you are promoting some kind of a political party. Okay, now what happens, uh, if you try to promote, you'll, suppose when somebody asks you to design a poster or create a reel, then what you do, you try to create with whatever the colors, you will use different colors, you will use different fonts, but it is not, I mean, it should not be like that. Okay, so I told you every brand has a brand fonts. Okay, similarly brand colors or brand, okay, style, there is something called brand guidelines. Okay, brand guidelines, remember this is very important. So tool hai to anyone can learn the tools. Okay, suppose Canva right now I am explaining, that is very easy. Okay, if you just sit for half an hour and explore, you will get it. But this is very important, brand guidelines means what are the guidelines which we need to follow while designing something for a brand. Okay, so suppose, let me show you some brand guidelines. mm, so you need to follow those guidelines. Okay, you should not, suppose, if I ask you to, let's say me or somebody asks you to design something. Okay, I want you to design for this company or for this person. So you should not, first of all, you should not go and directly create something. So you always look for the brand guidelines. Okay, brand guidelines. Let's say you can get any brand guidelines for any company. Okay, let's say if I want to get the brand guidelines of Zomato. Okay, suppose, see, you can see the brand guide for Zomato. So let's see what all the things are there in the brand guide. So if you take any brand, okay, any company or any, you will see the same kind of. So see, this is their logo. So you need to make sure that whenever you are using, let's say if I ask you to design a poster for Zomato, so you need to use this logo only. You should not use any other kind of a, logo, which is whatever the. So see, they mentioned every small thing. It symbolizes our love for food and those who share this passion. Okay. Similarly, please leave sufficient breathing space around the logo. So they don't want you need to keep directly everything around logo, so they need some space. So similarly, don't alter, rotate or modify the logo. You should not change the logo color, or you should not change size. Okay, I mean size in the sense you should not change the letter, individual letter and all. So you need to use the exact logo how it is there. Okay, don't accessorize the logo with extra elements like speech bubbles. So you can't add something around the logo. So these are the colors. So this is the way, this is called, we call as a color code. Okay, you can see text color and what kind of a red for every small color, because in the red only if you take, there are a lot of colors are there. So let me show you in the Canva. Suppose if you go to the yeah, so let's say if I take this element. Okay, this is the element I taken. Now if I click on here, if you can see the color. So now you can see these are all the existing colors. Okay, you can click on any color, so it will change to that color. But suppose these are the, you don't want, you did not like any of those colors, or your brand, none of these colors are matching with your brand. Then what you do, you just go to the here plus button, and you can modify. Okay, you have the gradient, you have a solid color. Suppose if I, let's say if I keep a complete this color in the bottom, in the top and in the bottom, both places you can change to get the required color. Okay, you can adjust whatever the, see this is the color code. You can see when I change this cursor, how the color code is changing and how the color is changing. Okay, suppose and maybe, okay, many times suppose by seeing this you don't understand exact color. Okay, suppose right now if I want to keep a Zomato logo. Okay, what I think generally, I know the Zomato is a red color. Okay, so what I will try to do, I thought I will use this, and I thought this is the Zomato color. But when you see okay, Zomato maybe it's slightly more dark. So let me try to come here and let me change this. Now you can see it is looking more dark. But if you see here, this one and that one is different. Although it is outside, it is looking like similar, but color code is different, means it's a different color. So what we need to do, we can just copy this color code, go to the Canva. Here you can put this color code. Okay, whatever the color you want, you just paste this color. Now see, this is the actual Zomato color. Okay, so this red color here, and this is the actual Zomato red. But if we do it physically, we can't get the exact. Okay, so that is the reason you should always take care of the color. So called color. And okay, and you tell wherever I put my cursor, see on the top it is showing the color code. So I put this. Okay, I want to know the color. Just click on that color. It has a color, and it has given me the color code. Understand how to select the color code? Everyone understand? You just need to take a color code picker from the Google and just select whatever the color